Oof. That was a rough one last night for the Dodgers pitching staff. Let's talk about it. We'll also talk about some different prospect lists, including taking a look at some previous ones. And then also Baseball America's top 100 has come out, and we'll talk about the minors. We'll cover some of the games. But hey, this is Tim Rogers. This is the Blue Madness podcast, a production of Dodgers 2080. Happy to be with y'all. Where's my grill? There I am. So, I put Garrett Crochet as the picture on there because let's be clear. The Dodgers, you can never have enough pitching. Let's get back to that right away. You can never have enough pitching. Straight up. Those are the facts. Argue with the chair or whatever you want to do. That's the reality, folks, that you can never have enough pitching. Right now, you go, well, the Dodgers, what's going on? Well, I would say it's just a little bit of a, dead arm time. This happens all the time in baseball. These guys, they just run out of gas. That's all. So that's what I think is going on right now. They just kind of have run out of gas. And so we're going to just talk about this a little bit. I want to go and let's take a look at the disaster a little bit. Sorry to do this to y'all. I don't want to hurt our heads too much, but that was not fun to watch. And it's one of those ones where you watch and you go, gosh, I just can't wait till this game's over because this really stinks. And it did. There was nothing good about it. We're just going to go straight to the box score. Let's just do that. I'm going to move this thing. I'm going to just get rid of me in this thing for now, or I'll just move me over. Sorry about this, folks. Just kind of weird on how these, I got to find a way to fix that over and over. Okay, box score. The hitting, they was all done in the first inning, it seemed like, and the Dodgers seemed to be well on their way to a rout. And then the pitching just couldn't hold. Gavin Stone had nothing. He couldn't really punch anyone out. Couldn't get 2 strikes, 3 walks. That's not normal, Gavin Stone. He just had a rough one. That's the good old. It is what it is. Again, it's tired arms. So I don't want any Dodger pitchers making the All-Star game. I don't want them. None. I want them taking a rest and doing their work. That's what needs to be done. So that I'm dead set on that. And then Yarbrough came in, Christian Walker doing his damage. What do you have? That's weird. That's only the Dodgers side. What did Christian Walker have? Like 50 home runs? Was that what it was? Something like that? Gee, I don't know. How the heck? How the heck does this guy do that to the Dodgers? I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe the Dodgers signs are getting picked. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on, but somehow they really were wound into that. It's tough to pick signs though these days. So maybe there's some tipping. I don't know. Yarbrough is bad. And Johan Ramirez was bad. Banda was the only good one, doing his thing, and then even Michael Peterson got lit up. I mean, it was Christian Walker doing all that damage, doing a lot of damage, but the Dodgers gave up 16 hits, and by my count and the box scores count, Walker only had quote 4 of them. So we have a problem. Okay, and we've seen this over the last few games, right? The pitching has not been stellar. The bullpen the day before was poor, right? All right, let's see what the chat has to say a little bit about this, because when we do some other, let's see, top chat. I need live chat. Why is it? I'm not getting the scroll bar that I usually like here. Okay. To the top. Yeah. Good morning, Sam. Showtime. Hoping the Trolls aren't right about saying hug watch for Josue. Hopefully he isn't hurt. Let's just hope he's not hurt. Who knows what that was? Trade the farms for Scooble. I'm in. So when I'm gonna straight up, as you know, I'm a prospect hugger. But in this case, for an elite game-changing prospect or pitcher or player, whatever, mostly a pitcher, there are no untouchables in the minors. The only guys that I consider to be untouchables are guys I can use in the pitching staff because they're going to need every freaking one of those. Robleski, River Ryan, they're going to need those guys because pitchers break. You can never have enough pitching. So go get your pitching. Go trade everyone you need to do. Let's see. Dodger Blue, good morning. Yep. School will be the only way they might win the World Series. All right, I think so. Every team has problems, so it's not just the Dodgers. The Yankees have been bad. Phillies have run into things. Even though my man, the one and only David Michael Mercado Jr. got his first major league win from his start the other night. I think it was Tuesday. Congratulations to Michael. Again, I've coached a couple years. Good friend of my youngest son. Scooble, yeah. Took things the bright side. At least Mookie will have some extra rest. Hey, man. I like Mookie in the booth, too. I know it was a little distracting from the game, but that's a game you want to be distracted from. That's the truth. So I thought it was really he's just different. Let's see. No shot. Scooble is available. You're right. I hate that, but you're right. So it's Crochet. That's one of the guys out there. Yeah. David, are you talking Manny? Oh my gosh, you want to talk about David? All right. Now his ERA is high. He was good. The other day I was there, but I left before he got on the mound. Kind of a bummer. I was kind of bummed that I missed that. I really missed out on that. David's a friend of the show for sure. So I missed out on watching him. But he had a good outing. I think he went 3 innings with no earned runs. It's great. Yeah, Tiger trade for School. Yeah, it's gonna have to be a way overpay, and I'm all in. I'm all in. Let's see. Yeah, Rosenthal said that. Right. Yeah, technically could happen. Right. There's no team is going to turn away, one of those, make an offer you can't refuse. All is not lost. Brewstar and Kelly on the men. Thanks for the Kelly interview. Yep. Yeah, that was fun. It was great being the only one there. I could have gone longer with him, but you got to respect his time. Craig Osterberg in the house. I'm still worried about Brewstar. I mean, I'm worried about any Dodger that's on the injured list because they don't tell us anything. It's just silly stuff. They don't tell us stuff. It's just the weirdest thing. See, Randy and Flaherty, now that's where we're talking. It's still going to be an overpay. I was Doug had a show yesterday, talked about Brent Rooker. Well, we talked about that before the show. We were going through trade stuff, and nothing secret. Doug and I talk a lot. Yeah, Randy does rise to the occasion, but man, right now Brent Rooker's having a way better year. And let's just be honest. Does Randy fit in with the Dodgers? With all that look at me stuff. Dodgers aren't fans of that stuff. Does he fit? I don't know. That's not my decision. I like a Rosarena. I like that he has a record in September or in October. Brent Rooker, would it be too big of a stage for him? Let's see. What would Randy and Flaherty? Yeah. Randy's price has to have gone down though. Flaherty's going to cost a lot for a rental too, but I don't care. It's not my money. The Dodgers need these bumps and losses to be more motivated at the end. Amen. Can't have it easy anymore. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Nando has this trade proposal. DePaula, which Vargas? Cartaya, Martin, and Cash gets you Scooble. Because unless that's Yoendre Vargas, it's not happening. I think it takes more. I hate to say that. I think it takes. I'm gonna just really throw the big names out there. Of course, it's DePaula. It's Yoendre Vargas. It's the Morales kid they just signed. It's Albertus, Alexander Albertus, and it's Peyton Martin. you know, and it's Wyatt. What's it? Wyatt Crowell. I mean, it's huge. That's gonna take. Happy 4th, Roy. Let's go. Yeah. So yeah, Roy. I could say Ray because you said worked. I'm just not comfortable giving a Josue. Yeah, I'm not comfortable giving up a lot of these guys, but there's a window, folks. There is a window. Florida's hurt. Well, maybe the price goes down. Randy is getting hot now. That's true. He does. Randy does fit in quote Hollywood, but this is one of the most boring teams in baseball. Randy doesn't fit in because the Dodgers clubhouse is a bunch of choir boys, mainly Kershaw's fault. I don't think it is Kershaw's fault. I think guys like Freddie and Shohei and Mookie, they don't like chaos. They really don't. So, and Kershaw is obviously a presence, but he's not even on the team right now, and he's not even around, and he's a pitcher. So it's the day-to-day guys, and yeah. Let's see. He would bring excitement. Yep. Can't keep up with all the channels. I know there's a lot. That's okay. There's a lot of really good channels. So be there. I just appreciate you guys when y'all come over to my channel. I mean, I'm kind of the lowest of the low, but that's okay. Tim, yep. I have said it since the beginning of the season. Pitching wins World Series, and we need 4 dogs as starters that can shut down the Phillies. Or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all of them. We go all in or we miss out. Facts, Roy. I mean, let's be honest. That's if you go looking at the beginning of the season. But we had going in spring training. We had Yamamoto and Glasnow. We had Bobby Miller. Right? With some hopes of Bueller, things like that. But it obviously hasn't worked out quite that way. We're hoping for Yamamoto because I think Glasnow and Yamamoto are 2 of your dogs. I am still hopeful of Bobby Miller. And then make that trade. Maybe we have our 4. Might even be 3 and then a nasty bullpen game that starts with a Bobby Miller, then deviates to a lefty for a couple innings, and then goes back to a Dustin May. Maybe Gavin Stone gets a couple of those innings if he's in that route. That's ideal. If you get Yamamoto, Glasnow, and say Crochet. Let's just throw Crochet out there. Whoever gets Crochet's got to baby that arm and have it ready for October. Fatty, yes. Yeah, I mean, why not? Showtime's preaching a lot of facts here. I don't want to trade any of the international guys. Albertus, Morales, DePaula, Yoendre, Lorenzo. I know, but that's the gold right there. That's the gold. Sorry. It's true, though. Hey, watch out for Oswaldo, too. I like him. Kershaw's with the team off and on. I mean, he's doing work. He's doing whatever he needs to do. But he's not near the presence that 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 team is. That's Mookie's team. Nothing gets through Mookie. That's why I contend Jason Hayward could hit 50, like 0-5-0, and he's still on the team because Mookie and Freddie. So Doug's show, yeah, I talked a lot about. I couldn't watch it all, but I definitely was looking at the Rooker stuff. So he talked about Brent Rooker, talked about Randy Arozarena, talks about Flaherty, talks about Crochet. I don't even remember him talking about Scooble, but again, I didn't watch the whole show. So I think that's just Doug's at the forefront of those types of things. He's always thinking of these things. Let's see. What if the Dodgers eat by his contract? That's the one, Nando. That's the one. We talked about that. I think on our last show too, or when we did. Yeah, I had the Crochet Scooble cover. That's it, Nando. And you know what? Like we like to say on this show, what do we like to say on this show? It's not my money. So yeah, facts. Outman hurt Cartaya for Crochet. Oh, not near enough. No, it's gonna take some really big. It's gonna take. So Outman, I love Outman. Everyone should know that. Total friend of the show. Love the guy. Been a big help and been very kind to me. Very kind to this show. Um, but he's in the minors. He's in AAA. He's had a rough year at the majors. I don't know when he comes back. Hurt. Well, he's been hurt, and he's still in the minors himself. I'm a big Kyle Hurt fan. I think he's a big part of the bullpen at the end of the season. Diego is coming back strong, which is great, but it's still not enough for really the top available pitcher right now. The Padres are going to be throwing everything at it. The Phillies, the Yankees, everyone's going to throw everything at that. So it's going to take a lot more than that. It's just going to be, and we'll go over some prospect lists, and you'll see some names that's going to take. But some of the international ones that Showtime LA talks about, Albertus Morales, DePaula, Yoendry Vargas, and Lorenzo, that's what we're talking about. Some of that real deep talent. And the thing is, the White Sox can afford to do that because they suck. They suck, and they need to make some moves. And just rebuild. Their previous administration, whatever, is terrible. They need to make some moves, or they're gonna, Okay, let's see. Dodger Blue 82, speaking facts here. The way I see it, all teams in our division play us like they're headed to the playoffs. That's true. Whereas the rest of them will be mediocre. Explains the weather behind in the standings. Very true. Okay. Yam's going to throw catch next week, then the bullpen after that. If any soreness. It's not a TJ, it's a shoulder, which is worse. Yeah. Those who think pitchers coming off injury or surgery will be effective this season will be disappointed. They're not Renaissance pitchers. If they come in as relievers, as doable starter, no. Yeah, and that's really the truth. In many cases, we've been hoping for Buehler. It's a long recovery for some of these injuries. I mean, it took. Fudge. Julio. Okay, I'm going to use Julio. I know he's redacted. Julio Urias. All right. He had his shoulder surgery 2017. He didn't become an effective starter till really 2020. It took a long time to recover from that shoulder surgery. And Buehler, it's taken a while. And Dustin May, it's going to take a while. So it's true. You cannot count on any of these injured pitchers. But you have the hope is that they're there. So I'm with Yamamoto. As long as they don't cut into his shoulder, I think he's going to be fine. He should be fine. They have to baby him. They have to baby all of these guys. That's why I've said at the beginning a 6-man rotation. And it's not, oh, well, it's kind of a 6-man rotation, kind of works out that way. No, 6-man rotation. Gosh, quit screwing around. 6-man rotation. No more of these bullpen games. 6-man rotation. That means 6 starters. If you have 6 games in 7 days, you have 6 starters in those 7 days. If you have off days, it doesn't matter. If you play 12 games over 16 days, that means 6 guys get 2 starts. That's what it means. None of this bull crap that they're doing. It doesn't work. These guys break. These guys get tired. We are seeing the results of this dumbness. And Dodgers management is amazing, but they're just blind to what's there. Everyone has their own ways of viewing things. And when sometimes you have an agenda, you have something in your head, and you can't get past it. Get past it. 6-man rotation. Just go. And red. Hey, I don't know about Christian Walker. Christian Walker just steps up to the podium there. I read Dustin Mayesvilo has dropped to low 9. Well, he's just starting. He's just getting his things back. He's not where he's at. He's still 2 months away. So at least too many old minor league prospects, include them in trades. Problem with the old minor league prospects, no one wants them. Facts. We expected like Michael Bush to be like the main thing for getting us Corbin Burns. They weren't interested. I like what we got for him though, but it's going to be more trade. The old prospects are not going to be headliners in trades. Some of those guys are going to get moved off to other teams, and it's good for them. They need a shot. I mean, well, I'm not going to throw any names out there, but Doug and I talked about a couple of those guys. I don't want Robert. I don't think it's worth the cost at all. Why? And he's a guy on the White Sox that's performing poorly. That just means his attitude isn't what you want. You need to play well despite the fact your team is crap, like Crochet is. So easy pass. I don't want that guy. You give him to me, we'll take him, but I'm not giving up what they're going to want. Let's see, because what I don't like about our bullpen games is anytime a starter is a really bad starter, it can become what no one need to plan for. Amen. Thank you. Because they happen all the time. Like yesterday, it became a bullpen. Oh, yeah, Dodgers Booth 82, absolutely doing this. All the quotes are going on. I need to really start branding those quotes in there. It's not my money. Pitchers break. You can never have enough pitching. Play them or trade them, and I think I got some more. Because I'm old. Throw some of my quotes in there that I use. How is Sasaki looking this year? Injured. It's a life journey. Regretfully, all those pitchers, every pitchers, they just break. You see him not throw home. I heard about that Showtime there. Robert did not even try to throw the ball home on a game-winning sac fly. So that's what losers do. I'm just going to leave it at that. That's what losers do. And yet, remember the ace 3 rotation. Oh, weren't they? I know the Rockies were trying something like that, some weird stuff. Yeah, so many games started earlier than the holiday except ours. Yeah, because they want to have the fantastic fireworks show. So the fireworks show is going to be so awesome. But the best fireworks show. So, hey, hint. If you can, go to Dodger Stadium tonight. Go to the game. Leave at 9. Go down the 5. You will get the best fireworks show of your life. Our focus needs to be 12 to 15 wins in the playoffs. Yes. Are we constructed to win the playoffs? Pitching, outfield bat, and lastly, an infield bat. position that is important. Yeah, never. Oh, yeah, agreed. The outfield, I'm not as worried about, but I get it. If we can make it better, make it better. But don't do it on the fringes, right? Don't go, oh, we had this one guy that no one's ever heard of that had really good splits against right-handers that throw the sweeper or something like that. You know what I mean? Um, Upgrade. Get a Brent Rooker. Get a Randy Rosarena. Get a Garrett Crochet. Bullpen, just get some arms and hope some of these arms do get help. Yeah, Gerald's interesting, isn't he? We'll talk about him. In fact, why don't we do? Let's Okay, here's the way the show's gonna go. Kind of the rest of the way. We'll keep coming back. I'm gonna film some segments, so you'll see some things where I say, hey, kind of next, and then I'm gonna do a segment. Then I'll put the next on. Then we'll talk about it, and then we'll do the next one. Because what I'm gonna do, we'll go over. Well, actually, I don't care about the segment. I'm gonna go over the minor league games from last night, because then this feeds into some stuff. This is all feeding into trades, right? And who we have. Yeah, 100% impact players. That's it. You can still have a couple fringe guys, but no more Lance Lynns. And don't give up good prospects like a Nick Nastrini for a guy like Lance Lynn. Don't do that. Don't give up anything good. So we'll talk about the minor league games last night and the transactions. Then I want to go back to, so the next segment, the first segment will be a relook at our the Fangraphs top 49. I was pretty hard on them. And there's a static list, so it's there from where it was when it first came out. Let's take a look at it again. I took a brief look. I think it deserves another look. And then we'll go through the top. So that'll be, and then we'll go through the top 30. So that'll be kind of a big segment of looking at those lists. We'll also talk about the four guys that made the what you called the top 40 the top 100 for Baseball America. So let's start out with, now I moved my laptop. I don't know if you guys saw my Peter Hubick interview and my Jose Rodriguez interviews, but it's always like this because my laptop was lower, my camera was up, so it always looked like my eyes were closed. So I've raised my laptop, but now the typey is up higher. So we'll try to navigate this. Let's go to, so now we're going to talk about the minors yesterday. It's actually one of my favorite segments. We will talk first. We'll just go to the transactions. What happened yesterday? All right, lots of stuff going on with in the DSL. Lots of ads. Thank you so much. So Jeremy Florian to Mega. Dodgers brought up Matt Cage. Is it Gage or Cage? Oh, my vision is sucky. Gage. Thank you. Come on, Rogers. They sent Fire Rising outright to Oklahoma City. I think that guy got a right deal. Good to see Mr. Duran got sent up to the Drillers. Really a friend of the show. Love that dude. Jacob Metter went back to Great Lakes from Tulsa. He's recovering from Tommy John. Released Jonathan Arias. Good. You just got to move guys on. As was reported by Dodgers Daily, Alan Trejo was signed to Oklahoma City Baseball Club. That guy actually might get some play. We'll see. Who knows? One of my untouchables, Justin Robleski, because he's ready. He's so close to Major League ready that we can't blow that one. Let's see if there's anything. Of course, Joseph Kelly was there. See if there's anything. Ted Lasso's brother, Roger Lasso. He's probably never heard that before. Anything else? Peter Hubick was development list, but he's pitching soon. Those are just little moves they have to make. Okay. Let's go to ACL. Arizona Cactus League. Complex League. I keep saying Cactus League. I think I actually like that better. Yesterday. Oh, Dodgers didn't play. Never mind. So we don't care. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Come on, man. Make it easy. They don't have the thing where you can just scroll to the previous game. These minor league sites are so weak. They're so freaking bad. And they got all these ads on them. Someone needs to do better. Ah, Lord. Really? Really? Oh my goodness. Okay, yesterday was July 3rd. Terrible game for our guys. Pitching wasn't too bad, actually. It was just no hitting. So from our perspective, so Alberta's getting play time. Jarrell Perez, who's in the Futures game, congratulations. 1 for 5. Wilman Diaz 1 for 4. The dudes are getting a lot of extra base hits. He's really starting to come around. Just starting to see a lot more from him. And very athletic, plays a really good at wherever you play him. Jose Meza, 1 for 4. Sam Munoz, 1 for 4. These guys are starting to come around. Cameron Decker, hopefully they just keep him up here instead of sending him back to the ACL. He's 1 for 3. Alexander Albertus, who I met, and actually speaks English. I reached out to him. I want to interview him. Albertus, 1 for 4. Keep your eye on him, of course. Looks really good defensively. Sean McLean getting some playing time. Still not hitting. He did get drilled. He's just recovering from just a lot of injuries. Juan Alonso, 4. And Carlos Rojas or Carlitos, 3 for 4. The spot. Yeah. So, okay. Wyatt Crowell. Keep an eye on him. I met him. Nice kid. Yeah, let's keep an eye on him. I didn't get a chance to watch his stuff. Sean Lennon. I just call him Sean. Linian, that's something like that. He's got good stuff. He just his walks. He seemed nervous or something. And Waylon Santana was good. Let's check the chat really quick. Let's see. Any chance shot at Tyler O'Neill? It makes a lot of sense. The thing is the Red Sox seems to be a playoff team right now. Trade to get Bellinger back. Well, the Cubs should be selling. Yeah, you don't want early game wait for fireworks, that's for sure. Yeah, I just those ads are terrible, and I know I've got them on my site, but I try to at least find a way to limit them a little bit. I fart around with that. They just seem to go, hey, the ad options are the minimal, kind of minimal, medium, extra medium, medium large, large, XL, double XL, triple XL, quadruple XL, and bigger than that. That's what they seem to be their choice. They're terrible. They're terrible to navigate. Just absolutely brutal. Have a lot of Sean McLean Bowman autos going on with him. Just couldn't come back after. Yeah, he's just had a lot of injuries. He'll be fine. It's just going to take a while. It really is going to take a while. Albertus is going to play all around. He's really athletic. I hope you guys are having a chance. I know the Quakes aren't as good as they were at the beginning of the season. I hope you're trying to dial in. I tried to watch a little bit yesterday. But yeah, they're still fun to watch. Still a great group of kids, and then a lot of new faces coming. Another one to watch out for, Luke Fox. I met him. But if you guys remember, I had an interview with Jonah Rosenthal last year, and Jonah signed Luke Fox. Luke's good. Gosh, he's a good guy. Oh man, that guy was just met him, and we just kind of talked a bit, and yeah, he's a real friendly guy. We'll have him on the show. I gotta set that up. Oop, there's my email. You don't want to see that. I should kill my Gmail because that always takes a lot of resources, doesn't it? Yes. All right, Great Lakes Loons. And I'm going to have to do the same thing, aren't I? Oh, you know where I'm going. Wine. Okay, yes. Oh, here we go. Yesterday. I'm going to try to, I'll stay on this. See if I can just stay on this one. So we are in the Midwest League. We are the Loons. Oh, wait, they played Dose? Man, where have I been? No, I missed that. No, that's not right. No, they played one. I was looking at the wrong one there. All right. Oops, you're not going to be able to see that one. On the box score. Got a W, though. Yay, go. Go Loons. Such a funny name. First time I heard about Loons in the movie On Golden Pond. Have a look at it sometime. So pitching wise, Patrick Copen, he has really good stuff. He had the 5 walks yesterday. I mean, that kind of messed him up. Batista Kelvin, not so good. Michael Martinez come back from injury. He throws really, really hard. Kelvin Ramirez. Okay. Okay. DePaulo is 1 for 4. Still hitting 182. And, the he got replaced. I don't, whatever. Newell came in for him later at the game. Who knows why? Josue did have some injuries at the beginning, month and a half ago or so. So who knows? Miller threw 5 shortstop. Kyle Nevin had a good game. Good for him. 247. Got to get that going. Sam Angeli hit a home run. How many does he have? That's 3. Jake Geloff, 2 for 4. Good. We need to see Jake. Jake, just play him at third base and don't do anything else. Dylan Campbell, still going all right. Nick Biddison needs to just keep playing. Nicky B. And Frankie Rodriguez getting time at catcher. Only batting 100, huh? That's interesting. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can go right to Double-A and find our drillers. Chattanooga Lookouts. My son's travel team was the Lookouts, so I actually have a lot of Lookouts gear. In fact, one time I wore it when I literally met Ross Stripling. I knew I was going to meet him, and I wore a Lookouts polo because I knew he played for them, so I got a little smile from him. All right, so, okay. Got a W, that's good. Alex Freeland. So Alex Freeland, he's climbing, folks. He's climbing. 1 for 5. I think the 249 is not overall. It's just in Tulsa. Let's take a look at Freeland really quick. He's an important part. He's an important cog. He might eventually be the guy. So overall, he's batting 277 with 919 OPS. Let's take a look at the 2 teams split. So yeah, 249 in Tulsa. So that's fine. I'm not that worried about it. The home runs are there. On base percentage is fine. Slug's good, 835. So is he our guy? I don't know. Hold on just a second. I have a sneeze coming. Excuse me. Oh, I gotta find the mute button. Oh man. Okay, Freeland 1 for 5. Taylor Young 1 for 5. Dalton Rushing 0 for 3. He needs to be promoted soon. I think we're gonna see some trades. I think we're gonna have some type of a move. I'd like to see Rushing and Cartaya both at AAA if they're not going to use Fiducia. Damon Keith 1 for 4, Lockpile 1 for 4, Ramos 0 for 4, Bubba 2 for 4. All right, and then pitching what? Campos, Chris Campos. Man, that dude's come. He's come such a long way. I need to set up something with him. I don't know why I've never interviewed him, but I need to. Ronan Kopp, good outing. Good to see. 2 innings, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Wep, our Canadian friend, 2 innings, 1 hit. Gave up a run. Huh. So to the guy out there on my channel who's wondering where Lucas Wep is not on the roster, well, he's on the Drillers. So they're not on the Dodgers roster, folks. Anyone out there who's kind of the ones who aren't sure. Let's go to AAA. OKC. They've been they've been in Vegas, so that's good. I kind of want to go, but life's busy. All right, new tab, OKC. And the baseball club. So weak. So weak. Okay. Ugh. Drew Evans 0 for 5, 3 Ks. Jay's out 1 for 2. One of them was a home run, yes. 2 walks, that's fine. Good. Lipsius down to 287. Looks like they're not going to give Lipsius a chance. Chris Taylor is your third baseman, it sounds like, until Muncy's back. These obliques, though, they're scary. I would still make sure I get some help there. Ryan Ward having a really nice season. 22 home runs, man. Trey Sweeney 0 for 3. New guy, Trejo 0 for 3. Hunter Fiducia 1 for 4. 278. Trade him, play him or trade him. Austin Gauthier had a rough one. And Chris Owings is, one of those guys that just hangs around just in case. Okay, the big news here. River Ryan. He's coming on strong. As they say, coming in hot. River Ryan, 57 pitches, 40 strikes. 2 hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks in 4 innings. Sign me up. Gage got the save yesterday, and I guess he had an opt-out. So he's on the roster. So they want to keep him, and so okay. I have a feeling he will get some work today. I wish they wouldn't have called him Cookies. I really like Cookies, and I actually know how these things work because I am a software architect, which means I still am a software engineer. I'm not one of those architects that just sits out and pontificates. I actually know how these cookies work. Don't call them cookies, nerds. But River Ryan. Okay. Let's check the chat. Let's check it out. Oh, Sal is in the house. All right. Well, we haven't lost anyone yet. Have we? Unless there was a trade that happened while I was doing stuff. Oh yeah, losing. Yeah, for the Quakes. Yeah. No on Kenley. I'm a yes, but only if he doesn't insist he must be the closer. Yeah, life journey. That's what they're talking about with Crochet. Put him in the bullpen for a bit and build him up. Timmy think George gets promoted soon. Oh yeah, it's happening. He'll get promoted. I think Sal is, as Mike references there. And I talked with Peter Hubick. There's going to be a draft. and they're going to need to move guys up, and so that'll what will be what happens. And yeah, Freeland and Copper, my guys. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, that's trade deadline. Okay. Yeah. George will get promoted. I thought he might go up in this group, that last group, but not quite yet. Yep. 6:10 start time. Thank you. Taylor's back to striking out. All right. Yeah. Ryan is ready. Yeah. So, okay. Let's do a little talking. Let's do some talking here. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to create a subject, create a topic, or create a segment so I can start talking through some things here that I want to talk about. Give me a minute. Okay. All right. What I'm going to so we're going to go right into talking about prospect lists, okay? So, Baseball America has announced their latest top 100. All right. So, what'll be interesting is who is not present. But there is a new entry at number 92. Future Dodgers shortstop, current Tulsa Driller, Alex Freeland has finally been recognized. That's very good. Good to see Alex getting some recognition. He's earned it. He's been playing well and making himself into a real shortstop that the Dodgers can go, oh, this is someone we could look forward to actually having on our team. At 88, Tehran Lorenzo, so proud of that kid. Again, I was the guy that found him. I heard the thump. And Doug yesterday asked me about, comparing, Lorenzo and Cartaya, the way the ball sounds off the bat. I said they're very similar. At number 44 is Josue DePaula. I think that's not where he belongs. I think he should be higher, but I'm biased. At 32 is Dalton Rushing, holding firm. All right, let's talk about who's missing. River Ryan. Now, I know he was hurt, but to just him to be not on this list is insane. I think the only knock on River, well, of course, he was hurt. He's a little older, but there's not a lot of mileage on the arm. So I'm a big believer in River Ryan. He should be on this list. Diego Cartaya is still not on it. I can understand why Nick Frasso's not on it because he is broken out for the season. But now, let's go and take a look at a couple of the prospect lists. So let's go over to the monitor here. We're going to give a second look at the Fangraphs top 49. I was rough on them. Was not very, I didn't think the list was good, but let's give it a shot. Now, the one thing we have to overcome is the ads. So I'm going to go as fast as I can with these guys. Let's go right from the top. All right. So they had River Ryan number 1. That's solid. All right. That's a solid pick. Dalton Rushing 2, solid. Diego 3, probably a little high given where he was last year and where he's been. But Diego is playing a lot better. Taylor Lorenzo at number 4. I have no argument with that. Kyle Hurd at 5. That's about right. You can see the age though with Kyle. It's for River and Kyle. It's time. Let's stop wasting too many of their bullets in AAA. Now we get to the good stuff. Euandre Vargas. That's the guy that every team is going to want to have in the trades, along with some of these other guys. Andy Pajes down at 7. That was not their best pick. Josue DePaula at 8. I don't think is a good pick either. That's too low. Emil Morales. That's a guy that got in the international draft. Nick Frasso at 10. Now this is before he got hurt. I thought that was still, you know, given his age and stuff, I think it was still a little. He should have been higher up on the list. Robleski. So this is a good one. So they recognized him at 11 at this point. So that's cool. Eduardo Quintero. So again, Robleski, River Ryan are two guys, and Kyle Hurt, three guys that we should not be wasting down at AAA. Maybe they're going to baby him a bit and then have him ready, but I think those are guys that can contribute in August and September. Not saying we don't make trades or anything like that, but still. They had Gavin Stone way down at 13. All right, Eduardo Quintero, that's a big prospect. That's a big one. He'll be really high next year. They like more of those guys that they see in Arizona and things like that because they have their guy there. Gavin Stone, obviously, he's done really well. This was a mistake. Peyton Martin, he's up in AA now, or not AA, high A, doing well. Peter Hubick, I like the fact that they believe in Pete. Pete is a young guy. He would be finishing his junior year, getting ready for the draft right now, and would be a very high draft pick. But his development with the Dodgers, go watch the interview. Just go watch my interview with him. Easy to talk to. Jackson Ferris, one of the guys they got for Michael Busch. Maddox Bruns, I think this is way too low. Maddox Bruns has a whole lot of good stuff. He hasn't pitched in a little bit, so we're waiting to see more about that. Ronan Kopp, he's a reliever now. That's what they're doing with him. Ronaldo Yane, I like the fact they put him up a bit here. He's a reliever only, but get ready for him to be promoted. That's another guy. Trinidad and I targeted him to interview him. Edgardo, what a beast. He's at Tulsa, killing it. Carlos Duran, doing well, is coming back from Tommy John also. So both Edgardo and Carlos coming back. And this is where it gets silly. Landon Knack down at 23. It was age. I know but Landon Knack's proven to be a very solid major league player. Hyun-Suk Chung at 24, that's fine. Hunter Ferdusha at 25. They like him a lot more than the Dodgers do. For some reason, Hunter's just not getting any play. Trey Sweeney at 26. Noah Miller 27. See, Albertus at 28. Munoz 29. Tierra. These are all really big guys. Brady Smith at 31. Kendall George 32. I thought that was low. Ramos 33. Jake Geloff 34. I thought that was low. Sarin Lowe at 36. At least he's getting a mention. Sarin will be a major leaguer by the end of the year or early next year. Eric Swan, big dude, big velocity. Wyatt Crowell. This is a good one. Lefty. Austin Gauthier just keeps going. Campos 40. Jose, at least they mentioned Jose in here. Jose Rodriguez. Freeland, they had at 42. He's making everyone look stupid. Kaspari has had a good season so far. Juan Murillo throws really hard. He's a reliever. Wet reliever. Dylan Campbell. Madison Jeffrey throws really hard. They're banking on the fastball. Jesus Galli, that's just way too, 48. Come on, man. And Makarowicz, or as I like to say, make him a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. So they got some things right. I know it was very harsh on them, but some of these things do stand out. Stone, Knack, and Pajes are guys that really stand out in things that I just completely disagree with. Let's take a look at the current top 30 from MLB Pipeline. Again, these lists are just a glimpse, okay? They're not Andrew Friedman's list, and they're not the White Sox guys list or the Cubs list. They're going, no, they got guys they want. They could be, let's just say the White Sox are going, hey, we like DePaula and Jackson Ferris. We think they're the two top guys. And then the Cubs will go, well, our favorite guys, we like River Ryan and Tehran Lorenzo. That's the way those things work. And Friedman, again, In my head, Friedman has that I think DePaula, Yoendry Vargas, and Maddox Bruns. That's my opinion, though. That's who I think Friedman likes. I'm probably wrong because I can't read that guy's mind. I can't think like him. He's smarter than I am. Except regarding the 6-man rotation. Okay, Dalton Rushing is 1. And then DePaul is 2, Frasso 3, and this is current. They keep theirs. What they do is in March they release it with their order, and they don't mess with the order except when someone leaves, then they'll put someone in, and they'll put them wherever they feel like. But this is kind of what the start out now. There was more guys, so a guy like Gavin Stone is no longer, and Andy Pye is no longer on this list. Hey, and if your rookie class is Gavin Stone, Andy Pajes, and Landon Knack, that's pretty freaking good. Pretty freaking good. I mean, last year we had Bobby Miller in our class. They're doing a good job. So Rushing, DePaula, Frasso, River Ryan, and we'll start targeting guys, and let's go. Okay, let's forecast a little bit. Rushing, I hope he gets AAA by the end of the year. It just depends on what they do with Fiducia and Cartaya and how the trade deadline works out. DePaula, push him hard. Frasso, we're just waiting for him to be back. River Ryan, he needs to be up soon. So he's a big name. I'm going to play devil's advocate. They may keep Ryan and Hurt and Cartaya and all these guys down because they're doing well in AAA, keep their trade value in some ways. But I think River Ryan and Kyle Hurt both helped the Dodgers this year. And in October even. Not as starters, but in that bullpen. The bullpen has some nice stopgaps. But I'm not sure that's where we want to be. Okay. Jackson Ferris is doing okay with the Loons. He's off and on, but he strikes out a lot of guys, like we see. Diego Cartaya, really proud of that guy. He's overcome. He fixed something. I don't know what he fixed. I'm going to try to hit him up. But I'm very proud of him. And he's of high character. Very high character. Lorenzo, love the guy, switch hitter. Peyton Martin's doing his thing. This guy, very valuable, high school arm. They're babying him. I talked with Hubick about that. They baby the high schoolers, high school pitchers. Kendall George, still super fast. I think he gets promoted soon. He's been, when I've seen him play, I like what I see. Yoendry Vargas, oh man. That's our guy. That's the guy. Let's just take a quick look, okay? So, literally 18 years old. Literally. He's just, this is the guy. So, in Arizona, he's hitting 305 with the 404 on base and a 500 slug, okay? 118 at-bats, 8 doubles, 3 triples, 3 knocks. Ks are high, of course. But, come on. Landon Knack, he'll be bouncing out of this list soon because he is reaching his maximums. And it's always one of my favorite things is when they bounce out. So, probably a couple more weeks, and he's off this list. And they'll replace him with someone else. Maddox, take a look at Maddox. Okay. Great Lakes this year. But it's only five games, okay? 13.2 innings, 8 hits, 9 walks, that's bad. 23 strikeouts. Come on. There's our guy, Justin Robleski. Another guy that they're going to go, do you hold him in AAA? But I just hope that they are careful with the arms, that's all. Tulsa, he was dominant. So AAA, two starts, 10 innings, 11 hits. 3 walks, 17 Ks. Average a little against his high, but he's getting there. And it's frickin' Oklahoma City where they play. In the PCL they play all in these terrible places to play baseball. If you want to have normal numbers, Ronan Kopp reliever now, but he's gonna be a good one. Hansuk Chang doing his thing, but it's going to be a process, but he's going to end up throwing really hard. He's a big kid too. Gerald Perez, humble dude, but he's had a nice year. And yeah, he's a strong kid. What do they put his power in the 2080? 55. Okay, good. That might be real. I'm not sure if he's a second baseman, third baseman, where he's at. But bottom line, he's a baseball player. And I still can't, the way last year they just left, they should have left him in Rancho a little longer, but they didn't. Okay, Emil Morales. This is the young man who is 17 years old, international signing. He's crushing it. Okay, he's just crushing it. Keep your eye. I can't wait to see him in spring training next year. He'll be in the ACL. Born in Spain. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Eduardo Quintero, 18 again. All these young guys. These are the guys that everyone really is going to want. And they're going to try to go, oh, we're real close on the trade, but just give us Eduardo Quintero and we'll do it. And Friedman might go, no. Depending on the person. If it's Crochet, maybe. If it's Flaherty, no. I'm just going to lay that out there. So he's God, I thought he played some other position. I thought he played some shortstop too. Yeah, he's no, I'm thinking of Morales. I'm sorry. Morales is the shortstop. Quintero is a great signing. Zaire Hope's been out. Hopefully we see him soon. Trey Sweeney, a nice acquisition, but I want to see him get some more contact. But I like his presence in the field. Jake Geloff has struggled a bit at Great Lakes. Just leave him in. Let him play. Alexander Albertas. Hey, MLB Pipeline, if you need pictures, I got one for you. I got a lot of him. Yeah, that's a dude. That's a dude. Sammy Munoz coming around. He's a big guy. I think he's going to get stronger. I think we're going to see some power from him. Austin Gauthier, gosh, he's so close to being a major leaguer. It's great. Noah Miller, and the got him from the Twins. Yainer been struggling. Ramos, like some of these guys are going to start dropping out. Tierro, so what's Tierro been doing? He's in the ACL. I know that. Still only 18. Jeez. Oh my gosh. You got to really take care of this arm here. Just take care of the arm. That's a long road. Peter Hubick's been great. Not sure when he starts next, but 58.1 innings, 81 innings. There are 81 Ks. So go watch my interview with Peter Hubick. I thought it was really good. Really, really cool. So how does this all factor in to the trade market? Well, all these guys are pretty much all of them are probably available. This is a time for the Dodgers to try to win this thing. Well, they always try. But it's a time for them to really go all in. The only ones that I would consider untouchable, unless they're getting a pitcher back. So, like Robleski or River Ryan is not available unless I'm getting a real pitcher back. And that's not a Lance Lynn. That doesn't count. Those guys are major league ready. They need to be getting ready to go. Just a little sneak. Sarin Lau. Don't put it past him making a major league debut this year. Just don't put it past him. They will need to put him on the 40-man next year because he will get claimed. Well deserved. There's going to be something to look out for. We've talked about it as the trade deadline comes, though. So some of these guys are going to get either traded because they have to get rid of some guys. because there's a new draft coming. So let's say they draft and sign 18 guys. That means 18 guys got to leave. And I hate that. But that's the truth. Okay? That's just the truth. And so we don't hide from the truth in this on this channel. I try to be upfront. And I think there's a couple, and there's going to be some guys released. And it will be best for them. They just got to get away from being stuck. That's what they have to do. They have to get away from being stuck. And so, yep, so there's that. All right. To the chat. What do we got? Oh, man. Let's see. No, George got to move up eventually. It's not. I think his hitting is actually going okay. I think he will be at least for now, more of a contact guy. My biggest worry, or biggest concern, it's not a worry. He's going to learn. He's a smart guy. He's going to be. He needs to work on his leads, on reading the pitchers, because he's getting thrown out way too much. Boy, is he exciting to watch, though. Frost Show will be back up there next year. Yep. Oh, the Taiwanese guy. We'll see. Here's a bold take. Oh, Yoendre will make Dodger fans forget about Corey Seager. I would hope so. Well, I'll never forget Corey Seager. I got enough of his jerseys and my wife's jersey and everything. But yeah, I get you. Who's Corey? Never forget 2020 World Series MVP. Yeah, George is fast. Yeah, he's super, super fast. It says Captain Obvious. All right. Well, not much else going on in the chat. The chat kind of died during my segment, I guess. We've been on for over an hour. All right. Anything else to talk about? All right. Well, I'm going to go get things together, trying to figure out what we're going to do for lunch. Get off the road before all the drunks get out there. That's for sure. Be careful out there. Yeah, Yoendre and Morales potentials through the roof. I put Albertus in there too. But yeah, I agree. And those guys are really, who wins it? Dodgers. Always. I don't care who they're playing. It's always the Dodgers. I would never bet against the Dodgers. And just keep, my Instagram has a lot of stuff right now. I've unloaded a lot of stuff on there. For my trip on Tuesday, it was going to be Wednesday. I was going to go watch Wyatt Crowell, but when the Joe Kelly thing goes, I got to go. And I did have an exclusive time with him. So there's a little news broken in there. So go watch the 1-minute interview with him. Yeah. So, all right. And the Brewers are in town after this. I'm trying to get media pass for when the Giants are in town for the day game. So we'll see what happens there. And then also working on when the Quakes come back. I'm going to start going out. I think when I go out, I'm going to go out on Sunday because they have, it'll be the 5:00 games. And I like to go to the chapel. I like to go to the little chapel service there. And that's kind of cool. Media pass to that. Oh, okay. My nightmare on Tuesday. All right. You guys know I live about, with no traffic, about 90 minutes away from Rancho. I'm about a third of the way up. And I notice I'm going, where's my media pass? It wasn't on me. Oof. pull over to the side of the road, send Mike Linskog an email. Hey, I got my pass. I don't hear from him. I'm, doing checking periodically. Get up to Rancho about 3 because I like to get, go eat. So I go in and out and I throw down. I go to Rancho, nothing. I still haven't heard from Mike. And the thing is, why I didn't hear from Mike? Mike's dealing with all of a sudden Joe Kelly's coming to town. So he's got the last thing he needs to worry about is some idiot that forgets his media pass. So Mike's got it. Mike's busy, busier than heck. And I keep pinging him and all that. But yeah, so I'm sitting there. I was sitting around there for I didn't get my pass till 5:45. Finally, I get it. My guy Nick Ariza gets it, brings it down from Mike. Because he's got to actually print something out. It's a special. It's not like, he writes and signs something. He has to go and get the special thing going and print it out. So, yeah, I finally get on the field. Did run into a lady working out there. She saw my cross. We talked a little bit. She'd been just put her mom in a different place. She was upset, just go over it. So we were able to, she found the comfort in the cross. We had a little commonality with being partial Episcopalian. I just look, I don't touch too much. That denomination in general is terrible, but there's some golden churches out there. But in general, it's a demon possessed leadership up there at the very top. So yeah, it was a really interesting day at Rancho. By the end of the day, I got my content, got to meet some of the new guys, except Luke Fox, Wyatt Crowell, and Alexander Albertus. Shot a couple pictures I'd never seen before. And then they're coming up. They should be out there by now. So that's where we're at. That's where it was at, and it was all in all a good day. Wish I could have been there yesterday also, because a couple of guys I wanted to catch on content. Right now, it's just about capturing content. Yeah. Every game's different. Zach Gallen's getting lit today. He's getting lit up. Ever the optimist. I always keep it optimistic, and that's just the way I need to roll, and that's the way I roll. Always optimistic. I'm a white pillar. I'm not a black pillar. I'm not a blue pillar. White pillar is someone who's a red pill and still believes that we can do things well. So, all right, hey, real quick. I'm gonna completely off the rails at the moment, okay? Bold prediction. I don't know if it's bold. I'm gonna say that within 2 weeks, President Biden will either resign or he will say he is not standing for election. And I'm going to give it, let's say by July 15th. That's what we'll know it by then. I think it's even going to be quicker, but that's my prediction. Non-political. That's just what I believe. That's my prediction. So we'll see. It is July 4th. God bless our country. No matter who's in charge, as a Christian, all you Crizzos out there, we're called to pray for our leaders, like them or not. I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them, except my mayor. My mayor's good. Yeah. So that's where I'm going on that. I think Gallen gets lit up. But just, the Dodgers, you just never know. You just never know. They seem to have turned into, after that first inning, it turned into October, didn't it? Is Tim Tebow 35 yet? That's who I want as president. I like him. Sorry. Um. So okay. That's about it for now. Everyone enjoy. Hopefully everyone can enjoy their July 4th. We do. For you all who live in the United States, we live in. I still believe the greatest country in the world. I believe we're not perfect. We've never been perfect, but we always strive to get better. I think we're in a little bit of a lull right now. Don't count us out. As things, pay attention to what's going on. Over the next few months, we have an election. Just pay attention. Pay attention. The one thing is, the media has been lying to you. They lied about the condition of our current president. And they've been lying about a lot of other stuff. So, yep. Sheehan, man, he ain't coming back till mid 2025. So just learn and go look at where we are today. Look where we were 4 years ago. Look what media is telling you. Don't be one of those people that just keeps putting those stupid memes up on either side. You just look terrible. Back it up with some facts. Put a link in there to go why you believe a certain thing. I don't care what side you're on, just back it up with some facts. Don't back it up with some stupid meme. They're just getting so bad. We are very divided, but we can unite around certain things, right? One of the things we can reunite here is on baseball. Everyone's welcome. You could be the biggest MAGA, or you could be the biggest Hillary supporter, or Biden. I don't think anyone really supports Biden. I think that you got people that Obama support or whatever. Just do it. So, but hey, just go take some time and vote all the way. Look at everybody. Spend a little bit of time. Know who you're voting for mayor. Know the propositions. If I don't understand a proposition, I'm voting no. If I don't understand some of those things, I just vote no. But I try to at least understand it. A lot of things, they write things in terrible, all these legalese and all that junk. But just take the time. Take the time to learn about the candidates and not just at the top. Learn about the candidates. If you only watch Fox, MSNBC, or CNN, you're lost. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You are lost. Dig further. Those guys, all three of those channels have agendas. CNN actually has been trying a little bit lately, but we know Fox is heavy to the right, MSNBC heavy to the left. CNN's been heavy to the left, but they're at least trying. So preached, good for them. Just got a text from Roger from Bleed Los. I'll answer afterwards. Roger's a good dude. Roger Arrieta. Go watch Bleed Los. Roger's one of the kindest people out there. So, just dig, folks. There's a lot of conspiracies out there. There's a lot of funny stuff, and that's fine. But at least at the end of it, find somebody that you go, oh, this makes sense. This checks the facts. But don't believe anyone in the media without double checking. Don't take him. Just put it this way: don't take anything at face value. That's it. All right. If you do that, your vote will matter more because you'll be making an informed vote. And make sure that backs up with your beliefs. Of course, have a stand for something, right? So, all right. There's a new central news agency out on TV now. I forget names. Yeah, there's different things coming out. I still am afraid that too many of them are not very balanced. But look at the shows where they can have honest debate amongst people that disagree. Right? Send me 540. Yeah. Hey, hit me up in the chat and I'll no, I wouldn't run for anything. That'd be terrible. Um yeah. Like here's a show that I watch. It's a conservative base, pretty conservative. Patrick Bet David, right? But he has people from the left on all the time and they have discussions. And so I don't take anything Patrick says at face value, but then when you hear the discussion, you can start working towards some things, and at least gives you some points to go look at. And so find it whether it's just show on the left. But if the show only has the choir with you, it's not a good show. That's a fan show like this show. But for politics, you've got to have something where they're talking and they can talk in a good manner. Not a bunch of screaming and yelling, not a bunch of one-liners, but just to go, we're talking through the issues. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Whether it's a lefty-based show or a righty-based show. Even the Young Turks, which I'm not a fan of, but they sometimes will have some decent discussion. I know they're not happy with some things going on. And I don't know if I'm trying to think of a good show from the left that I go, oh, I'll watch them because I'm from the right. No, full disclosure. All right, that's it. I've gone too far. Hopefully I don't lose anyone from it, but if you can't handle talking a little bit about things that are going on, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right. So I'll talk to y'all later. Happy 4th of July. Happy work day for our friends across the pond. Hope you're enjoying your day at work. We still got you 1-0, but we love you anyway. And so July 4th, happy Independence Day. Go USA. I still love this country no matter what. We're not perfect. I want to fix a lot of things and I get informed. But as always, thank you so much, everyone. God bless. And go Dodgers.